Hi, it's Kelcy with Junk Journal Magic, and today's the new moon. So I'm here for another edition of Lunar Illuminations, hosted by Gwen the Trash Witch and myself, Junk Journal Magic with Kelcy Jones. This is basically a moon journal process video. I'm working on the companion journal. As far as I can tell, this could end up in the regular moon journal, but that thing's getting pretty bulky. Okay, let's look at what I've done. I took the Temple of Dendera and Hathor, and I put together a little folder. I still don't have a picture of the temple put in here, but I'll get one and put it in here so something will fit in here. Maybe there'll be a little map to show where the location is along the Nile. But this site is known for this goddess and things associated with her, and the oldest found ancient Egyptian copy of the Zodiac. It's on a ceiling in the temple. Basically, there's around the edges 36 figures. They're not all human looking. And each one is represents 10 points around the edge, and I won't call them minutes, but they play like minutes in my head, where there's 36 times 10 or 360 points around the edge of the circle, which would be a calendar of 360 days. And someone mentioned, I think it was Randall Carlson, that something must have happened from the time this zodiac was used to calculate time to change it from 360 to 365 days. I think that's really interesting. So I've got this one, and in color here, it showed the 12 constellations that are associated with the zodiac. I also have one that's just in black and white. It's not really dark, but you can see the spiral. As it spirals down, things get smaller in the center. And basically, it goes down to a point that begins with Cancer, the crab. I'm Cancer, so I'm not going to forget that. And they say if they put the date in, or the amount of time, the rotations of this into a computer, it crunches out 8,000 years BCE. But that would be back before ancient Egypt, the time of ancient Egypt. And they say that would be evidence that there could have been an ancient civilization like Atlantis, which a few different sources talk about. Just saying. I keep saying they. I'm just reporting what I learned. So I have some different little bits of information about the temple. I'm not going to tell you much. This was Goddess Hathor's temple, and there were actually supposed to be 7 at the time in the beginning. They were supposed to be the goddesses of motherhood and fertility and all that stuff. Supposedly, they came from the Pleiades, which is a little bit of info I've already collected up here, and I haven't done a lot with it. I need to do more, but that one requires more work gathering information than this one did. And this one has the first zodiac, that the oldest zodiac that was found. So I went ahead with Dendera Temple and Hathor. These goddesses, they were sent on a mission, according to the story, and they gathered something. I'm not really certain what that something was, but they went to the Pleiades and they received permission to create, was it 82 or 89? 80-something priestesses who were able to teach. And when they created them, it was supposed to be through genetics. They were supposed to help teach how to farm and animal husbandry. And since cows were a big thing with Hathor, because she has cow ears, this is her rattle type scepter tool, and it was a frequency tool. It emitted frequency of 432 hertz, and that was supposed to be the vibration of Pleiades, and it could push back invaders who were trying to bother them in their temple, and it could also help people's body frequencies vibrate a certain way to help them. So, let me see what else was important here. There's a guy who went through numbers and got up to 144 and 432, and numbers I've seen before with Randall Carlson's numbers and times and some other sources. And that all goes back to the Kali Yuga cycle. But I'm not going to go over all that. I found the best 20-minute video. I'm putting the link in the description box below, and most of this information that I've kind of just randomly thrown at you is in that video. So if you want to learn more, you can watch it. There's some very interesting specialists, but I don't have anything on the back. I could put a map back here, or the temple, a very large photo of the temple, or maybe even inside the temple. There is a room in there, they think, that is used to travel interdimensionally. There's supposed to be, oh gosh, what's it called? Oh, it's a machine. This is the sistrum, but there is a machine that affects this one chamber, a hidden chamber. And they say when you walk in that room, your legs start to feel weak. I don't know where it went. I'm sorry, I can't tell you the name of that machine. It was on the little piece of paper where I scribbled everything down and then I typed it. So it's here somewhere. Well, it also makes you feel kind of lightweight, like you can fall through the floor. And there are 2 magnetized stones creating a doorway that when you walk through that arch, it'll mess up your camera while you're videotaping, and you'll get some weird patterning in your film. So there's a lot of stuff going on here, and they also have a phoenix chamber outside. So there's just really cool stuff associated with this site. I am going to show at some point this patterning on her dress and some other outfits on different characters, not only in ancient Egypt. I believe it's also in Sumerian statues, so that'll be fun. But that's all I've done with this. I glued on my fancy paper I got on clearance ages ago for 25 cents, so it's going to live forever in here. And I think I need something right here because this tore crooked and I didn't notice until I glued it down. I need something. And this is not what I'm going to stick here, but a little something will cover that up, and that'll help you. If you do that, you can hide that piece that doesn't fit so well. So I need to find something to put there. That's about all I'm going to do. This is really fascinating right here. I don't know. This is just like an ornamental copy, decorative copy. I wouldn't think this is the actual tool they had, if they had a tool, and if it came from the Pleiades. Yeah, very interesting. So that's it for now.